Welcome to a segment of, I don't know, Shop Talk, aka Cars and Coffee, aka Diecast and Drinks. I don't know. This seems like a pretty decent segment name. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. So, we're going to be talking about the um, Gravity Chaos Rallycross event. And you can see I've got, what is this? Like 12 cars in front of me that are from the list of cars from his or from their thing. There's my notes on the event, or at least on this video. But first, I guess let's get to what I'm drinking. So this is a Balikintama from I got this from a local roaster shop here in town. I think my ratios are off, so it's a little bitter, but let's get her going. Yeah, ratios are definitely off, but some caffeine when I gotta wrap some gifts is gonna be necessary. Hi, Free Bucket. So let's take a look here. So I have a bunch of the castings from the list, and I've just got some general thoughts and opinions, just from seeing, Chavno and Dunes, and seeing the promo video that we've all seen for the new Chaos Canyon. I hope I have these two right, because on the list is an 84, and this one's an 87 from this year, and that's the 84. That's the classic Group B style casting, and it's only been ran once. I think I'm gonna have to remove some weight from it, but this one's our classic casting that we've all grown to see. And go. So I think, see this one here, yeah, I'll have to remove some weight. 81, because I was trying to make it a good car, but I couldn't get the weight right. I think I may have to find a new casting, because I think this one's just like slammed with lead, unless I can just kind of work a driver in there or something, Oh, that's not the right casting. What am I doing? This one is the 87 from this year. This one over here, this one I've shown in a previous short form video, that's at AE86. I've got a couple of these. This one, I'm pretty excited. I think this one could do well. I don't know how I'll get the weight in just yet, or how I'm going to modify it, but I like this quite a bit. This shape's kind of cool for rally. I think it's got just enough clearance, or enough that I could do something kind of cool. I really like Initial D, so I could turn this into a very Panda style Kitterman Speed Shop car. I think that might be neat. Let's see what else. So let's see, we've got the 84, the 86, the Cosworth, which one of the things I'm worried about, since this is a premium casting, of course. So one of the things that I'm worried about is the weight if we use the premium chassis. Let's take a look at this one for chance. So I think this one's a little over, if I remember correctly. I can't remember if it's 55 or 58. But if it's 58, then I think I'm a bit over. I have some regular ones if need be, and I could get the weight distribution a little better, I think. This is the GR86 Cup. I think that's the right casting. If so, I mean, it's basically the 86, I think, that's on this list, so not a huge deal. But I like this one. Big fan of 86s, as you might be able to tell. Around my area, I'm the Sprinter guy, and I think that's not the one because it's too short, so we need the bigger one. But I have like almost a whole Sprinter team for my local league. Now, this one I think is interesting for a couple reasons, but I think I'd have to maybe hack off the tail. I don't know how tall that the power booster segment is. I'll take back a look at the dock there, but I like this one for a couple reasons. It's just a little different for like a rallycross event. I think they'd be really cool cars for it, but I think that one could be a really cool, like more modern. There's a new anime that features this car that would be really neat to do kind of a throwback to that car. So kind of in a twofer segment, you've got the Civic Si. I think this is the Si. Ah, no, this is the Type R. This is the newer Type R. And then we got the R34. I think this one's going to be similar, where the weight's a little over, so you really wouldn't be able to do anything unless you had an R34 casting. That might be on purpose. Not too sure, but it does kind of throw things off a little bit for me. So I think it's the only R34 I have. This, but I don't know if the B and R34 is going to change anything. I'll take the interior out because I do have an R34 I could repaint. Let me know. So now for over here, we've got the BMW, which I'm a fan. I like this style of car, but I think, like, whereas this wouldn't be great for like my league races because of the sidewalls. He likes to roll over, but so because of the wide fenders, I have a strange feeling that it may not be great, but because I think it could get caught, like, you know, here, and then it may like roll in, but I'm not sure. I've never used the power boosters. So we have the 08 Focus, the 87 Quattro. That's a really mean looking casting. That's just a really good looking car. The Civic Si. I've got a Mercury Cougar, and then a Datsun wagon. Man, this one's the one that's got the metal bottom, but it's not quite the, like, it's premium, but it's just got cool wheels. I think that one we can add a bit of weight to. I like the longer cars for events like this. Might give you a nose edge. This allows us to put somewhere in the vicinity of like 6 to 10 grams, so you can kind of, you know, tune in that you know, nice weight distribution that you might be looking for. The ones that I don't have here, I did have a Lancia Integrale, but I wrecked that one. I don't know. So I have an Escort here too. Well, in my collection of cars, but I don't know if we need the 1600, the RS, or what have you. What else do we have here that's not? So, oh, the Rally. I thought I had a Rally somewhere. I thought I had the Porsche Rally, the blue casting. I don't have a Mini Countryman, and then I have a M3 wagon. I think I have like 2 or 3 of them sitting around here someplace, but I'm not 100% sure where I want to go, especially seeing all these castings. I think this is the hard part, honestly. I'm really leaning towards a classic Group B type build, but there are some interesting picks here, and I kind of want to go through that. I think the other one that I didn't show here that I definitely have a bunch of is the Volvo 850 wagon. I think it's the wagon. I think it's the only one they had was that 850 Estate. But if that's the one I'm thinking of, then I have a bunch of them. I've got the premium one. I might have a second premium that I haven't opened yet, but anyways, I really like the wagon. As a member of this, I think you can really probably tune in pretty well where you need to go. I think the biggest thing is going to be that the length might get you a little bit better. I think it's going to be harder on the jump at Chauvenot. I think it's going to be kind of true with anything that's a little lower, like this one. You know, the Cougar. I've seen a lot of hubble on the Cougar. I think it's nice because it's got a little bit bigger wheels, so it stands just a skosh higher. Wish I had some, you know, a little bit better lighting. I could show you a little better, but I think, you know, you get these longer castings, you know, something, or longer looking castings, I should say, because these are all pretty even. Really what I'm thinking is something to the tune of maybe this focus. I don't like the yellow window. If you know, I don't know. I think it's cool. I think there's definitely some opportunity here for some decent weight distribution to happen here. This looks like just a ton of space, man. Just a ton of space. Being that this one was the art car, I might have another one that's not necessarily the yellow. I'll have to take a look in my American setup drawer. I think that the other one, so on this side, big fan, of course, of the Corolla, of the 8.6. And I gotta say, if I can find another 84 Quattro, that'd be sweet too. But if the 87, I'm thinking really I think my top 3 contenders at this point are probably going to be, or top 4 that I'm really considering are going to be this 8.6, the Quattro, the Datsun wagon, and the Cosworth. You'll notice a kind of a weird slant of the JDM stuff, but I don't know, something about these just kind of says that this is where I want to go. And while there's, you know, definitely room, I think, for a lot of these castings, if I could find another 84, I'd probably just build a Group B, like a Group B style monster looking car. That Focus is definitely probably here too, actually, for a top 5, because this has got a ton of space. I'll have to check some weight distributions. I have a feeling that maybe 50-50 or 52-48 biased rear might be a little better for the it's better for conservation of motion, but I think it's good for drift, because you'll still have some falling momentum as you get the downhill sections, and that's kind of what you're after. You know, employ the Pinewood Derby as much as possible, but that's kind of where I'm leaning. And I really have a feeling that my top contenders are going to be this wagon and the Quattro. I think are probably going to be like top 2. I don't really have a place I can test, unfortunately, like for these kind of tracks. So really, I'm just going to have to use what I've learned from previous events, use what I've learned in League, and go from there. I really hope that the video that Stupid Fish Racing put out, that I can kind of get some water slide decals going, and instead of like the ones that I've done in the past on cars that kind of seem to fall off, or that are more visible to the naked eye, that, you know, it's not just a part of the car, I guess. Let me know what you think in the comments, that where I'm headed here. Like I said, I think the higher ones, you know, this one I think might do well. I think the lower ones might get bogged down at the jump at Chavano. This one's okay. I'm not terribly mad at it. But I think that the lower castings are going to be, you know, they'll kind of have some issues. I kind of wonder about that. Like, that might be fine. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, because am I torn, and I really need some help. This is it for Kitterman Speed Shop, at least this time. We'll see you on the track.